Browns Roundtable. Pump bacon.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I saw a video the other day of a gazelle that did that to a lion, dude. It was awesome. Like, gazelle's at the hole, watering hole, drinking. Lion comes this way. Gazelle starts this way, comes back, like the sickest Barry Sanders cut, like times 10, dude. Comes back, and the lion just goes flying, like, out of picture, and off goes the gazelle.
Oh, wow.
It was awesome, dude.
That's nice.
It was awesome. So
All right.
you're a gazelle today.
All right, sweet. Don't eat me. All right, this is Would You Rather, NFL Fantasy Edition. Gonna do two players going within, 3, 4, 5 picks of each other, same position. Who would you rather have? We don't know who we chose. I have a bunch for this guy. A quick question for you, non-football related. Would you rather fornicate with a goat?
Fornicate?
Look, I've boned a lot of fat chicks in my time, sure. As far as I can recall, I've never fornicated anybody.
And nobody knows. Or not fornicate with a goat, but it gets out there and everyone knows and thinks you fornicated with a goat.
Yeah. Bear fucker! Do you need assistance? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'd rather know the truth, man, and live with myself. Like, I'm like, y'all are wrong. Don't care. I know what happened.
That's what Erica said.
Yep.
I'd rather fuck a goat.
Go fuck a goat.
Yeah.
Why you always telling me to fuck a goat, man?
Now,
Well,
maybe
potato,
I'm a goat.
potato. I don't know.
Well, I just don't want anyone knowing. Like,
Yeah.
I could live with myself over live with everyone else.
But them knowing a lie, I don't care.
Yeah, but your job, everyone knows.
Oh, man, I don't know.
It's a problem. Your kids
Yeah.
think it. You can say all you want. No one's going to admit to fucking a goat.
Right. That's
So-
exactly what someone who did that would say, right?
Yeah, so you were telling me about a show coming out on Netflix.
Yes. Would you rather watch Hard Knocks or Quarterback series on Netflix?
Ooh, quarterback series.
Okay. Peyton Manning came out with this, right? Apparently he's pitched it, had a little trouble getting it rolling. That's how it settled on Netflix, not ESPN or any of these other ones. And wants to expose the entirety of what it takes to be a quarterback in the NFL. He thinks it is the most difficult single athletic position to play in the entire world. Out of any sport, out of any position, and he wants to showcase that.
I get it.
So they had Marcus Mariota, Kirk Cousins, and Patrick Mahomes are on it.
So from
And
last year.
it was the whole of last season, and it just dropped today on Netflix.
Ooh, I want to watch Jamarcus Russell just sitting there eating Doritos on his couch. Like, this is what it takes to play quarterback. He's playing Madden.
Yep.
Like, I'm reading defenses, motherfucker. All right, would you rather? Getting into it here. I got a couple for you, starting with quarterbacks. This is a good one. Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson, both your darlings, but this isn't a 6 for passing touchdown lead. That's what
man.
makes it kicker, right?
It does.
4, I'm pretty sure it's Lamar.
It is Lamar and 4.
Okay, now for 6. What do you got?
I'm
We've seen Lamar have 39 touchdowns before.
I'm going to take Burrow
Yeah?
on the fact that I need Chase to do better than Jefferson.
Oh, okay.
Hedging my bets.
Is that easy for you, though, or is that close?
No, it's super close, dude. I like Lamar a lot. I like the running upside. I like he's going to be throwing more, all the things you said before. But Burrow, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see 45 touchdowns out of Burrow this year.
That's what we're looking for. I agree with you there. Next one, also just as tough. Justin Fields or Justin Herbert in a 4 for passing touchdown.
Oh, dude. Herbert's going to throw so much in that offense.
Right, but it's 4 for passing touchdown.
It's going to be so fast-paced. They're going to drive it downfield. I'm going with Herbert.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super close because I think
Fields.
Fields is going to break the record for rushing this year, and that's going to be huge in the 4-point touchdowns. So those are real tough would you rathers.
I'm going Fields, though I'm the biggest Herbert guy ever.
I know.
In 4 for passing touchdown, I have a real weakness for the upside of the scrambling quarterback. Yeah. And what we know about Fields is the yard is going to be there. It's the rushing touchdowns, which he didn't really have last year. And I don't think he's got Jalen Hurts, 12, 13 rushing touchdown upside. You give him 7 rushing touchdowns with a little bit added passing in this format, he's going to be quarterback 2.
Better O-line, better receivers, another year in the offense. It's the upside is there. Like, that's a good ceiling floor question, too, right?
Yeah. This is a good one. Watson or Tua?
Watson.
Yeah.
It's not even close for me.
Really?
I'm afraid of Tua. I'm afraid of the zombie CTE brain he's going to have sooner rather than later. And I don't know. I think Watson steps up this year. I think he's knocked the rust off the end of last year. I don't know. I got a little more faith in the Browns.
You're not afraid of Watson's 7 touchdowns in 7 games or whatever the hell it was last year?
No, not any more afraid than I am of Tua, to be honest.
So here's my answer. I'm taking Tua all day long, okay? In best ball, though, I'm taking Watson because I can't replace him, right?
Yeah.
I can't replace that roster spot. If Tua does have that concussion issue, I'm replacing him with Matt Stafford or some shit. Aaron Rodgers, for instance, right? And I'll probably draft that guy, too, knowing he's one hit away from being sidelined 6 weeks, possibly sitting out the season. So that's a good question, though, right? I'm doing pretty good on these.
It is. No, that's a great question. I misunderstood the assignment, so mine are going to be a little different.
Fine. Dak or Cousins? Going back to back.
I'm going Dak.
I know you're going Dak.
Yeah.
I'm going Dak as well.
Yeah, that offense just has so much more to it. As much as Jefferson's there, and you'll see how much I like the rookie receiver in Minnesota later.
Ooh.
But
spoiler. Last one, deep guy here. This is Russell Wilson or Derek Carr.
Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson.
The allure of the upside.
Yeah. He's in the best shape of his life, right? The same shit you hear all the time, but he is legit down like 30 or 40 pounds.
What is
like,
he weigh fucking 80 pounds?
Dude, he's getting cut. Like, he was round.
No, he's not getting cut if he lost that much weight.
He's getting ripped.
He's
You know what I'm telling
anorexic.
you? Like, I don't
Holy
know.
shit.
And then with Sean Payton
He's like
coming
Christian
in-
Bale from The Machinist, dude. He's Is it playing quarterback out there?
Oh, it's terrible.
Holy fuck. No, it's not. You said he lost 40 pounds.
That's what I heard. 30, 40 pounds.
weighs
something
180?
like that. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
It's down there. But he's not going to take the hits. And in Peyton's offense, I mean, you can be Drew Brees size and be fine.
As much as I gave you shit about that, I'm taking Wilson as well. At that point, I'm going upside right. I will tell you a crazy stat I read about Derek Carr, though. So he plays in a division with all dome teams pretty much and Carolina. His last, I think it's 11 or 12 games, he has one outside game. It's at Tampa Bay. So, like, his last 12 games
Nice
are
weather,
inside.
yeah.
Dude. And what do we know about Derek Carr? He cannot play in weather. So, like, his bad games are shitty, you know, like, he has 180 yards passing because he can't. I don't know what it is about him, right?
He can sling it, and my concern is the offense there, and him coming into a new offense and taking a little time to learn it. But
And the defense there, right? It's very good.
Yeah, if he gets comfortable in that division with those games, and again, you'll see him at hot takes later. I'm not afraid of Carr. I like the upside of Wilson. Same thing with Watson for me. The ceiling's way higher on Watson than Tua, and where I'm taking quarterback at that point, I'm just going with the higher guy, looking for replacement value if he gets hurt.
I just thought that schedule thing was insane. Like,
It is. That's cool.
That's just so many inside games, right?
Yeah.
Like more so, let's not focus on Derek Carr for that stat. Let's focus on Olave, Michael Thomas to a lesser degree. You know, just that passing game.
My Juwan Johnson hot take.
Yeah, Juwan Johnson. There you go. All right, running backs. Bijan or Eckler in half PPR. These are all going to be half PPR, by the way.
Yeah, I did mine arguably half PPR, receivers and tight ends.
Bijan or Eckler?
Eckler.
Yeah.
Just the known commodity I feel a little bit better about, and the offense I feel a lot better about. And not getting an extended contract, just ride him right into the ground, man.
I'm taking Bijan because I hate Eckler.
Yep.
Like, I don't hate him as much, and I may have some shares of him this year, but I can't ever do it. I'm gonna go to my grave, you know, and like eventually I'll be right. You know, when he's retired, I'll be like, I'm fading Austin Eckler. Be like, yo, he's in the booth. He's a bad broadcaster.
Yep, he's a bad broadcaster.
Saquon or Jonathan Taylor?
The holdout scares me with Saquon right now. I'm
Don't-
hearing more and more about that. But
Let's not
all
factor
things
that in.
being
Yeah.
equal, they're both going to play no matter what. Whew.
I know.
That is a tough one. I'm a homer, man. I'm gonna go for the guy I want to root for more, and that's Taylor.
Ooh, I thought you were gonna say Barkley.
No, I'm a Wisconsin Badger fan.
Oh, well, that's lame. Don't. That's not your take. Okay, fine.
That's my take. That's my tiebreaker. When it's that close, I'm gonna go with
taking
what I want
Barkley just because of the unknown with Richardson. You know,
Yeah.
unknown. That's
Yeah,
why I'm taking
it
Barkley
is.
there.
But
Although I
feel like
love JT this year. There's a reason he was picked number one last year.
Exactly, and more of that offense is going to have to go through JT to support
Right.
Richardson.
JT has more upside, but more downside. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
his downside could be RB14.
But Saquon's a freak.
Saquon
You
would
saw
never
that-
be RB14.
You saw that offense take a step last year, you
Yeah.
know, and with Dabo there. And if Danny Dimes progresses, who knows what they could be. And they don't exactly have an elite receiving core in New York.
They do
So
not.
that offense is going through
They have a
Saquon
lot of
too.
them. There's a lot of receivers there, right? Bring
Like
back
27
Kenny
of them,
Galladay.
give or take.
Next one's great too. Tony Pollard or Derrick Henry, half PPR.
That's Pollard for me.
Yeah?
Yeah. The half PPR still separates it enough, and I don't trust what Tennessee has around Henry Okonkwo's nice. Burks is still there. There's not much else. And whether it's Tannehill or not, like, that's kind of a question mark. I feel like teams are going to be able to load the box against Henry.
It doesn't matter. It's Derrick Henry,
I know,
bro. Like,
I know.
when you load the box against Derrick Henry, you know what happens?
He
busts an 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, and he's going to be more involved in the passing game because they have no one else. I'm taking fucking Derrick Henry.
Okay.
Man. I love Tony Pollard, dude. Always have. Anyone that knows me, I've been on him for years and years
Massive
and years.
upside with him in that offense. But there's a lot of mouths to feed. So I see the touchdown upside for Henry. I see the catches for Pollard. That's a close one.
Yeah. Mixon or ETN? I like this one a lot because Mixon's actually going 10 picks after ETN, but I kind of lumped him in there because once we start realizing that Mixon is the guy, Samaje's gone, he will rise up.
Rise up, gonna get higher and higher. Woo!
Right? ETN may even go down when Take Bigsby gives some love, right? Shout out to your take.
Yep. And I'm gonna stick to my take. I'm taking Mixon because I think ETN doesn't do as much.
Yeah, last year of Mixon really being, and he's lost a step. I'm gonna be honest.
His ears are ringing, bro. His ears are ringing.
Yeah, he's lost a step. But next pair here: Cam Akers or Dameon Pierce.
Akers.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Akers as well.
Yeah. It's McVay's offense. It's a volume thing. There's a couple reasons that I like that one. When you look at Akers' numbers to finish last year, and it's nasty, dude. Like, he was way better in the last 6 or 8 games than I remembered. And going back and revisiting some of that and looking at who he's getting drafted around, why on earth would you take fucking Madison over something like that, dude?
Because Cam Akers is always one little mispractice away, or whatever the hell happened last year.
I guess.
You know what I mean? And, like, that's the thing, is Akers could be all over the map. And what he did at the end of the year last year was what he did in the playoff run when he first came out, right?
Yeah.
25 fucking carries.
Earned their trust back. There's not much else there. I like it. I don't want to like it, but I do.
David Montgomery or Rachaad White?
Rachaad White.
PPR.
I am sneaky high on Rachaad White.
I am too, man, but I've been noticing in recent best balls I've been taking Montgomery over White.
Really? Huh.
Just because he's so, like, it's for, like, my RB3 or 4 in my heavy wide receiver builds. I just know Montgomery's going to fall into 8 touchdowns. I just don't know about Rachaad. I love Rachaad White's upside.
Yeah,
right.
And the volume will be there.
Yeah,
and whatever.
Even though it's hard to say that because Jamal Williams had 17 touchdowns last year.
But if you're down, on Montgomery because of Gibbs, maybe. But that's not our take.
That's
right?
not our take.
We're not
so
Gibbs lovers.
That's just a very close one, right?
But I think the rest of the world has Gibbs too high, and they're going to see Montgomery as lower.
Right.
But,
So redraft, I am definitely taking White. But mine was the best ball thing I've been was talking about, like, recently. Monty is just safer, right? It's because, and also at this point, the Buccaneers could still bring in somebody, and that's going to knock down White. Right now, the Lions' backfield is what the Lions' backfield is.
There's nothing else coming. Yep.
They don't even have anything else because Gibbs is a wide receiver. Last one here: Brian Robinson or Rashad Penny.
Oh man, I don't want either one. Hopefully. Game script scares me with Robinson. He's a jag. He's just a guy. Penny, injury is obviously a concern there. How that backfield's going to shake out. I personally think that it's going to be a lot more of, haven't told brain fart, Gainwell.
They like
anybody
Gainwell.
else
and then
there.
Boston Scott's still there.
Yeah.
That's the problem with me. But Penny's upside in that offense.
And if Swift is healthy.
Just in general, though, Penny, if he takes Miles Sanders' role, which he comps to that role more than Swift does, even though Swift is a better player. Even though, dude, Rashad Penny's been unbelievable in his career. 5.2 yards per. I don't even know what it is. He should have been on my list when I read that off, but he wasn't. But like, he's been so efficient when he's gotten starts. He just doesn't stay healthy, which is funny about these two guys. Brian Robinson is the most durable player ever. He's played 1 year, but the man got shot and came back. Right, Rashad Penny, dude, if he got shot, he'd just die. Like, he's not surviving. Sorry, Rashad Penny.
That's
like,
just it.
you know, he's got all this like hardware in his body, and maybe actually wouldn't be hurt because he's Robocop.
Oh,
yeah,
right. He's got a robo-skeleton.
Yeah, Rashad Penny is Robocop.
I like it.
I like the cutaway coming.
I like it.
There you go. All right, wide receivers. You got some.
So, do you want Tyreek Hill at 7 or Waddle at 19? And these are ADPs that
I want
pulled
Tyreek Hill
off of Fantasy Pros.
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It's the upside with Hill, right? Nothing much there. Waddle doesn't do it for me. I did see a hot take earlier, though, looking at them. They said the hot take for those two receivers, neither one will finish as a wide receiver 1.
That's Tua getting injured.
It's got to be. But you can't do hot takes based around injuries.
Even without that, though, one of them's going to be there. They're going to, pillage each other.
That's this
right?
guy's hot take. We'll see.
I got Mike White now, baby.
AJ Brown at 12 or Devontae Smith at 25?
Devontae Smith.
Again, half PPR, right?
Devontae Smith.
Really?
Yeah. I like AJ Brown. He just capped last year, and I saw Devontae Smith, what he can do at all three levels. You saw it in the playoffs, especially the Super Bowl. Dude, the guy's a player, man.
The upside's there. I feel safer with Brown, and at the turn, if I'm at 12, 13, 10, 12, right around the end of the first, then it's Brown, right? Let's see. I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this one. But the hot take is both of these receivers will be top 30 receivers in fantasy this year. That was the hot take that I read, not my own hot take. Yeah. Judy at 49 or Sutton at 91?
Judy.
So Sutton is going to finish in the top 30. And Judy is, which means Russ cooks, Peyton saves the day out in Denver, right?
Right. Early in the year, I was thinking that I was going to be about Sutton. Because I was always an anti-Sutton guy. Last year, years before, I never saw it. And I know he's a Kenny Galladay type, and those guys lose it. ACL injury had 3 years ago. He never really came back from that. And then I started thinking about it. And they brought in Mims, right? They brought in Mims from Oklahoma. They still like Tim Patrick. KJ Hamler is still there with high draft capital. There's just a lot of guys. And, this is banking on Sean Payton's offense being Sean Payton's offense. Yeah. Although Russell Wilson looked awful last year. I just don't see it with Sutton. And Judy did show me something at the end of the last year. And I was kind of pissed at him. He's a frail little boy.
You were high on him going into last
season.
I
like it. I like his ability, his talent, man. But I'm taking fucking Judy for the upside.
I think Sutton's a better value. I'm going Sutton. I feel safer about getting.
But Sutton could be a 0.
That I could just throw in a wide receiver 3, though. I mean,
yeah, I get it. Because that is kind of high for Judy. What do you got?
Next one, DK. This is a 3-way. We're doing a threesome here with Pete Carroll. You know how much I love me some Pete Carroll.
Oh my god!
We all got 2 big wads of bubble gum.
He can't even get it up anymore, though. Actually, he's probably virile as hell.
I have no idea.
That dude slays.
Right? He put slow Viagra's in his bubble gum. So DK's at 31, Lockett's at 67, and JSN's at 82.
It's DK. It should be Lockett. I mean, let's be honest, but it's DK for me.
It's DK for you?
I won't ever go off that.
I know. And I knew it was going to be Judy on the last one, too. I don't think it's Lockett. I think JSN's the better value there. And I see a world where Geno wants to lean on the easy pass over the middle rather than throwing outside of the numbers. And I think he's going to be the one in the slot a little bit more. So I like that down at 82, but DK's just fucking nasty, man. That dude is a freak.
I just don't feel like his role changes and he hasn't caught a long touchdown in 2 years. This is DK Metcalf.
It's insane.
I call him DK Met Bull because he's not a calf. He is a fucking bull.
Yep.
He's a predator. He's a monster. Whatever the fuck he is. He's an alien. I love him. AJ Brown or CeeDee Lamb?
Celine Dion.
Yep. Same here. And full PPR, definitely CD. That's not even close. Half PPR gets closer, but I'm still taking Lamb.
Yep, I'm with you.
Garrett Wilson or Devontae Adams?
Whew. I like that one. I think as a whole, the general public's too high on Wilson right now. I see the potential there, but I've seen it out of Adams repeatedly in the past. The concern there is Garoppolo's health. And if we're assuming health all year, Rodgers and Garoppolo, I'm going Adams. I feel a lot better coming away from the draft with a Devontae Adams on my team rather than an unknown in Wilson.
Yeah.
Even though he has showed up with subpar quarterback play, and we think Rodgers is going to get back to what he was, I'm probably going to miss on Wilson. But it just feels riskier that high up.
I'm taking Wilson easy as pie.
Yeah?
As they say. Yeah, not even close for me. Calvin Ridley or Amari Cooper?
Oh, Ridley.
I know you love Ridley, but I like Cooper too because you like Deshaun Watson. So.
I do, but I might like the other receiver quite a bit there too.
Ooh, I like that. A little more action.
Little teasers.
Chris Godwin or Deontay Johnson?
Deontay Johnson.
Yeah?
Yeah, the quarterback situation scares me down there.
It doesn't scare you with Kenny Smallhand Pickett?
I saw Pickett last year play okay. I didn't see...
We saw Baker play awesome 3 years ago.
On the Rams for 3 games.
I'm just saying, I don't know how much better Kenny Pickett is than...
I don't either, but maybe it's recency bias. I don't know.
No, it's we haven't seen enough Kenny Pickett to see... We've seen enough Baker Mayfield, okay? We've seen that show. It should have been canceled 3 seasons ago.
He is what we think he is.
Yes, he really is. Okay, Jordan Addison or Jahan Dotson?
Ooh,
Both
man.
wide receiver 2s in their team. We've seen Dotson play in the NFL and crush in the NFL. It's a really
Right.
good one.
So
Game and talk.
watch this episode obviously before the next one because we've teased every single one of my wide receiver hot takes inadvertently, and I'm gonna go Addison.
Really?
I think him filling number 2 role opposite of Jefferson, a little more upside there. I don't know. It's close though. I like Dotson. I feel like Cousins is a safer known commodity more than what we've seen out of Howell. Not
Right.
that Howell's bad, and they're gonna have plenty of opportunities to throw there, but I'm gonna go Addison.
I'm taking Dotson.
Are you?
Dotson.
I know you
Dotson.
like
We got Dotson. here.
Dodson, we've got Dodson here. See, nobody cares.
Here, I love him, and I love saying that.
Like
Sky
a
Moore.
little wiener dog is all
Little
I think
wiener
of
Moore.
when you say Dotson.
Sky Moore, OBJ.
OBJ.
Yeah?
Yeah. I thought Sky Moore was going to be something last year.
1 year.
That wasn't enough, man.
You're going to think the same thing about Jordan Addison when he sucks.
I might.
No, I don't think he's going to suck. I'm taking Sky Moore easy here. At this point in the draft, I'm not looking for safety.
I like the better offense, and there is way more upside there.
There is way more upside in OBJ becoming OBJ again, right?
Yeah.
But, like, what's the chance of that happening?
Versus him
The
just
chance
being
of
done
Sky
and
Moore
falling
actually
off.
being a player is tough, right?
Yeah, and
That's
Bateman and Flowers both there, too.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking Sky Moore, just also with Mahomes guaranteed 5,040. Last one here, Juju or Romeo Doubs?
I'm going to go with Juju just because I feel he's the number 1 target in that offense versus Dobbs is probably the 2 behind Watson and Green Bay.
Yeah.
And I don't have a lot of faith in Jordan Love.
No, I'm taking Doubs just because I think Juju's bad. And I don't like Mac Jones. And I like Taquan Thornton.
Yep.
So, I mean,
Yep.
All right, tight ends. I'll give you mine real quick, and you can end with your whatever exercise you chose to do there.
Yep.
Dallas Goedert or Darren Waller?
All right. My next one is Goddard or Waller.
Yes. Your exercise works.
That's my next one.
Okay.
It was Goddard or Waller.
Wow.
That's awesome, dude. I love it.
I am going to take Dallas Goedert.
I'm going to take Darren Waller.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like he could be the number 1 targeted receiving weapon in that offense.
True.
And I don't think Goddard's going to be there.
No. So, in terms of range of outcomes, I'll give you Darren Waller's.
Okay.
Not even counting injury.
Yes.
Darren Waller is 1, possibly 1, to like 9.
Okay.
I will tell you Dallas Goedert is probably 3 to 7. Right? Like, he's never finishing if he stays healthy in that offense.
Yeah.
So what do you want? You want the guy? I guess 1 to 9 sounds better than 3 to 7. They're right there though, right? Like, who's
They're
safer?
close. And Goddard's actually going 6 picks ahead overall right
Yeah,
now.
I'm taking Goddard just because
He feels safer.
I've seen it, right?
In
I've
that
seen
offense.
it. His advanced stuff's amazing.
Yeah.
I see a Mark Andrews year. Mark Andrews' good year incoming for Dallas Goedert. A lot of attention on Brown. A lot of attention on Devontae Smith. Jalen Hurts throwing the ball more. That's what I see.
And I got to ask myself, how many Dabo-led offenses featured the tight end?
They don't feature anything.
No one, really? Like, no
Yeah.
tight ends. And how much has Danny Dimes featured a tight end? Or how many Giants tight ends have been relevant recently?
Daniel Bellinger, when I
So-
started him a bunch, week 9, he
Yeah.
did nothing.
Yeah.
Fucker. Okay, David Njoku or Pat Fryermuth? Really good one.
It is. I think I like Njoku. He's a better athlete, and I see a world where Watson is a better quarterback than Pickett this year, so I'm going to take the better passing offense.
I'm taking Njoku as well. Like, these are really similar because Fryermuth is the Goddard thing, right? Like, you know he's going to be his range of outcomes is much smaller. Where Njoku, we've seen him be inefficient in the past. We don't know about Watson, but I love the Predator, David Njoku. I'm
I know.
a big fan
I
of
know you
him. I love both these guys this year, though. Honestly, if I wait, these are my targets at
Yep.
9 or 10 or whatever they're going. Dalton Schultz or Tyler Higbee? You can't say neither.
Ah, man. Just remember that when I give you the next one. You can't say neither.
It's tough, man.
I guess I'm going to go with Schultz.
Yeah, I am too. Even though
mean-
Higbee is like so safe for all those targets.
Yeah, I like upside at tight end. Like
Right.
I find that I'm going to take the riskier tight end more often than not because they're a lot easier to just throw a dart and try and replace. Like,
All right, I got 2 more for you.
Sure.
These are good. Komet or Gerald Everett?
oh, it is good.
They've all been good, Nico.
I know, but this one's really good because I like waiting and taking both of these guys. And
Yeah.
Everett,
So both?
when no, I can't say both or neither. When you brought up Everett a few shows ago, I'm like, fuck Everett, I'm out, dude. And then I went back and was like, why did I say that? Let's evaluate what I said. I don't feel that way anymore. I don't want to root for any Rams or Everett, but I got to take my emotions out of this.
This is why we do this show. Besides hanging out, we love each other.
You're making
giving
me
the
a more
people
balanced
shit,
individual.
We learn. We learn. Why did we say this? It was reactionary opposed to factual, or we had no evidence to support it. It was a bias. And let's get our biases out of this.
I know.
Except for Mecole Hardman. You're taking Everett.
Yeah, I think so. And part of it is fucking Tunyon, too. And then how much his field's going to throw.
I'm probably taking Everett, too. I'm taking Everett, too. Last one, two guys that are going to pull your heartstrings here. Isaiah Likely or Michael Myers, baby.
You are. I like both of them.
Yeah. Right around the same range. One's more of a handcuff. One's more of an unknown rookie.
I'm taking the wild card in the unknown rookie, the man of the pod, Michael Myers.
Yeah.
The upside there. If Andrews was gone or I knew he was going to miss some time, it's probably likely, but...
I am taking, believe it or not, as much as I love Michael Myers, I'm taking Likely because the only league I'm going to be taking either of these guys in outside of best ball. In best ball, I'm taking Michael Myers, baby, just because I know he's going to have a starting role. The only league I'm taking are my Fantrax drafts, which are 12-team leagues, 18 rounds, and I'm not into taking second tight ends, but in the 18th round, when all the handcuffs are gone, the receivers not even Mecole Hardman available, I don't take backup quarterbacks, so... I'm going to take Likely and hold him for 5 weeks. If Mark Andrews gets hurt in this new offense, I think Isaiah Likely is a top 12 tight end.
That's a league-winning move if you've got him on your bench when Andrews gets hurt.
I just don't see... Honestly, I think Isaiah Likely could be a top 8 tight end, honestly, right?
I think he could, too.
Unfortunately, Michael Mayer is like top 12, top 14. And, what is that going to do for me necessarily? Because I'm already going to have somebody.
Yeah, and, you don't see rookie tight ends produce. Right. I get it. There's a high likelihood we're wrong on this. But
we are. We love them.
I got one left.
Oh, you do have one.
You can't tell me neither, remember?
Yeah.
Do you want Tyler Conklin at 207 overall? I mean, if we're on Rodgers, right?
Yeah.
He should be the starting tight end in New York.
Receiving tight end.
Or, this guy's going 164 overall. So quite a bit higher. Mr. Laporta.
You guys said anybody.
Anybody? I was going to be like, do you want Sam Laporta or
Aaron
anyone
Hernandez
else?
or Sam Laporta? I want the dead dude that murdered people because at least he has upside. You know what I mean?
Dude, I knew you were going to just cross Laporta off.
I love that.
I wanted to lob that one into you.
I love that. We love you.
Yep.
Professional Fanatics right here, Rob's Roundtable. Subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment. If you notice, any of you guys drop a comment, I legit respond in 2 minutes. I have my notifications on. Let's start getting this shit going.
I had a blast in the mailbag show. I want questions. I want some just every week, or we're gonna do a one-off show.
If anyone's still watching, man, we're the pot of the people, man. Aliens, cats, whoever wants to watch. Goats? Anyone?
Well, I don't know about this episode, Goats. Might want to wait till the next one.
Yeah, next one.
And it's been a complete joy.
Excuse me, sir, but this is a private residence.
Tina, it's me. I got my hair cut. Isn't it fun?
What? Oh, Lois, it's not fun. You look like Anne Hathaway in Les Miserables.
Don't you ever compare me to Anne Hathaway.